Okay. Okay, subscribers only. Got that. Ah. Okay. Hello, Bam Bam. Welcome in here. Sad Hatter, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Slinger Finger, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you guys are all ready for today. Ready to tackle any obstacles that come our way. Yeah, we're gonna get through all of them. That's right. Somebody smeared pizza all over my car yesterday. Which is funny to me because it's a win-win for me. It makes me stronger. I have to face hatred, so it makes me stronger. And it's a win-win. And well, they're just gonna get their karma. Eventually. It's gonna return back to them. It was 2 men ganging up against 1 girl, and I'm pretty sure they had more men over there. It was literally a group of men ganging up against me. White men. Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise. Hello, Gus. Deep Space Frog, hello. You said, I'm about to spam your chat. Can I do that? What are you gonna spam my chat with? Well, you go ahead. I don't mind. You probably have something to say. Get it off your chest. Yeah. Beware Kid, hello. Welcome in. Bam said, why? Well, because people don't like my car. This is not the first time. People be threatening to kill me. They be putting all sorts of stuff on my car. I had car oil poured on my car. I think somebody poured some, like, paint stripper on the top of my car. Cause I did, it's bad. They did something. I had stickers stuck on my car. I'm pretty sure people have keyed my car. There's some big scratches that I don't remember being there. But it's okay. It's an old car. People will get their karma, and I just become stronger by the day. So, yeah, it's all good. Sad Hatter said, what a waste of pizza, honestly. They wasted their pizza and they're gonna receive karma. Like, how silly do you have to be? I don't know. People could do whatever people want to do. I don't mind. It literally makes me stronger as a human. I have to face so much hatred out here. So, I don't mind. No, I'll take it. Out there, hello, welcome in. Slinger Finger said they had to buy that pizza. See, another loss for them. Oh, honestly. They wasted their money just to make me stronger. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Sad Hatter said, I get my fair share of hate. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, it makes us stronger, though. It makes us unshakable, honestly. I feel like I've grown a lot. Except now I don't have mercy. Yep, I send that karma back. No mercy. So maybe that's not the best, but I mean, it's only to the people that do things to me. They're gonna receive their karma, and it's not gonna be easy. I mean, they should have thought about their actions. They're definitely not gonna do it again. They're definitely gonna regret messing with me, that's for sure. That's for sure. I wonder what this deep space frog is gonna, be spamming the chat about. Slinger Finger said, I'm not on your list yet, but I'm always here. I'll put you down on the list then. But okay, let's get started. I'm gonna invite Source. I'll put you down on the list, Slinger Finger. Let me welcome my Source and say my stuff, and we'll get into it. Okay. Source, I welcome and accept you to every cell of this live, every cell of this channel, every cell of the interactions we'll be having today. I thank you for your presence. May you lead and guide the messages. Let's read the truth, the part of the message that's going to help the travelers gain knowledge of themselves, of the universe, and their connection to all of it. Thank you, and I very much appreciate it. Alrighty. Okay, let me say my stuff. I've been having a tough time getting this stuff out because it's maybe I've been, I don't know, it's been tough. Because it's still it's day after day, we're still facing the fact that these people haven't been held accountable. It's kind of tough. Okay, let's start with Free Palestine. There was never a ceasefire. Actually, I'm pretty sure the people off the boats that were gonna try to break the siege, there's a flotilla going towards Gaza. They all got abducted in international waters illegally. So, and I think they got taken back to Israel, and they're actually getting tortured. I saw videos of them being detained on their knees and being forced to have their heads on the ground or something. It's pretty bad, honestly. If that's something that you're capable of doing, please follow along with the flotilla. Talk about it on your channel so that people know that this is what we want to hear. This is what is important. Don't let Gaza and the people that were trying to break the siege, the people off the boats, suffer alone. I know that some of the boats that got intercepted illegally, the Israelis actually literally destroyed the engines on those boats and then left those boats stranded. I'm not sure how those people got to safety. I'm not sure if somebody saved them. I didn't hear anything after that, but I know that they literally went onto the boats, literally broke the engines, and then left them stranded at sea. Real is just messed up. I hate their guts, honestly. And I don't know, literally flip, but they're just a sick society, honestly. So Free Palestine till the day that we die. Then I have a few links in my Instagram bio supporting Palestinian creators. One is for Rhonda. She's actually starting her own business from Gaza. I'm really proud of her. That's really incredible. Her first launch sold out completely, so that's amazing. But then I have another link for Yusuf. They actually got survived having bombs thrown at them 3 times. And then they evacuated to Egypt. Now they're trying to save up money to either move to a different country that's actually going to allow them to work and sustain themselves, or they're trying to fundraise money to then be able to get the documents in Egypt to be able to work and provide for themselves. Because Egypt is not allowing them to do so for whatever reason. I have no clue. Kind of messed up of Egypt, honestly. So those would be good links to donate to. Before you even think about donating to me, please consider donating to them. Anything that your fingers and your brain want to donate to me, just go to my Instagram channel and donate to those links. Also, I will add this in since we are talking about it. I have another link for blister babies. It's called No Skin in my Instagram. They're humans that are born with literally blisters all over their skin. It's really painful for them. Most of them don't survive past a year because of how bad it is. So before you consider donating to me, take your fingers and go to my Instagram and donate over there. Because honestly, those people they've lost so much more. They barely have anything. They're barely surviving. So at least I have a roof over my head. I have the ability. I'm not getting bombed, nor do I at least have a skin on me. So Those people need it much more. I'll survive out here. Trust me. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Okay, moving on to Free Sudan. It's really bad over there. There's millions of people displaced. Starvation is really prominent. Like, a lot of people are suffering in Sudan. So if you can speak about it, or you can donate, or you can share their stuff, if you can share the information, push it into the public eye, push it into main media, I will very much encourage you, because we don't let these people suffer alone. Don't let them. Like, your one follow, it's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you to follow Sudanese creators talking about Sudan. Like, it's not gonna hurt you in any shape, way, or form. So I would very much encourage that. If you have a public platform, let your people know that this is what you find important. This is what you want to hear about. This is what you want to see. Don't let these people suffer all on their own. That's cruel and evil. Your complicity and silence is evil. Silence is complicity. Moving on to fuck ICE, abolish ICE. Really cruel. They're going after innocent people, literally just mothers and fathers that came to America to try to build a better life, and now they're being literally threatened to have their legal processes removed, or like they actually got threatened out of continuing it with their legal processes of becoming citizens. Because it's really expensive, and most of these people are working low-income jobs. So it's taking them a while to be able to live, and then and then invest into becoming a citizen. It's so flipped up. And there's little children sitting in concentration camps right now to this day. So they still need our help. They still need our voices. They still need us to bring this up for the public eye, for people to hear. So I would very much encourage you to speak about it. Just become aware about it. Follow channels that do talk about it. Stay up to date to what's going on. I think that's where we're going to leave it off today. Epstein survivors, literally so brave. You guys literally got abused by rich, disgusting men. And now you guys are standing up against them, even like with your life on the line. Some people got killed for speaking up. Some people literally got killed for trying to keep these men accountable. And so the women that are standing up and speaking out, you guys are beyond brave, honestly. Some literally beyond brave. Women are so incredible. Women have had to fight for their own rights and stand up for themselves. Side-eye to especially white men living in America. Side-eye. And don't complain about how tough it is, okay? Just do the work, okay? Stop complaining. God damn. I'm out here putting my life on the line and you guys can't even do nothing. Stop complaining and do the work. Especially white men. Side-eye. Side-eye. Especially the ones that have like family lines here. Like, my parents are immigrants. I don't even belong on this land. I'm literally a guest here, and I'm putting my life on the line, and you guys have been sitting in silence. You're joking me. Side-eye. Very much side-eye. Okay. Stop complaining and do the work, okay? Literally. All I hear is white men being like, it's so tough. We're finally being held accountable. Ooh. I'm like, God damn, stop complaining. Jeez. I'm literally a guest on this land, and I'm putting in the work, and all you can do there is sit and complain. Come on. Do better, honestly. Do better. Literally. White men on this land, you guys need to take responsibility for how other white men have treated diversity. Honestly. Instead of sitting there and complaining that, oh, you're finally being held accountable. Like, come on, do better, honestly. Okay. Literally, all I hear is white men complaining about how tough it is to be a white man. I'm like, okay, have you never learned of the history? Have you never learned how the white man has treated diversity on this land? Like, come on. do a lot better. Come on. Okay. You should feel bad if you're not standing up for diversity, the Sad Hatter. You should feel bad, because that's your job here, is holding other white men accountable. Literally, diversity has been fighting for their lives. Women have been fighting for their lives. You guys didn't fight for nobody. Well, not really. You guys joined in the fight, but none of you guys were like, hey, you guys, this is wrong. Yeah, everybody, like, women and diversity had to fight for themselves. They literally have to fend for themselves, and you guys just be sitting back letting these white men just do their thing. Look, there's good and bad in everything, and if you're trying your best, that's all we're asking. That's all we're asking. As long as you're not sitting there complaining about how tough it is to be a white man, like, that if you're trying your best, I'll take it. I'll take it. At least admit how the history of this land and how the white man has treated all of diversity. At least try to do some part. At least get educated, or at least, like, I don't know, do something. Do something. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I kind of said a lot more than I usually do. It's about time that, yeah, geez. Like, come on, like, white men have no consideration. Do you see the presidential chart? We're supposed to be we the people all together. We're literally a rainbow of people. People from everywhere. We the people. The presidency chart doesn't, it's literally, and white men are still trying to place their face up there. You guys don't care about the people at all. You guys don't care about who lives on this land and who makes it up at all. White men are still trying to force their way up there and not even giving a chance to diversity, or not supporting diversity, not encouraging them to represent everybody that lives on this land. It's kind of, I don't know what to think about it. Like I said, my parents are immigrants, and I don't really even belong on this land. I'm kind of looking at it like with a side eye. Honestly, I don't know. We all have to come together, obviously, and fight this together. So as long as you at least try, that's all I'm asking here. At least if you don't sit there and complain like some of these white men, that's literally all I'm asking. That's all diversity is asking, is just literally know the truth and try your best. Try your best. And women too. Okay, let's see. Jesse, hello. You said, I'm not anymore, though. I'm doing better. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Walker Sterling, hello. RC, hello. Liam, hello. Jace, hello. Tom, hello. Daniel, hello. Welcome in. Okay, Deep Space Frog said, this feels like a pseudo cathartic goodbye. Been watching your lives while studying, now gotta focus on exams, and you're changing your work schedule. Hello, Grib Reaper. Wait, Deep Space Frog, you go study, go focus on your studies, honestly. I'm rooting out for you. You said not sure if our paths will cross again, so I remember finding your stream on YouTube's homepage, saw a thinking person in a 2-pack shirt, couldn't help but wonder. Aw, Deep Space Frog, I'm rooting on for you. You're gonna go study. I really hope that you accomplish everything that you want to accomplish. Hello, Adrian. Phil, hello. Phil said they're trying to get to the UK. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in the UK, isn't there? Like, why is your police, like, going against pro-Palestinians like that? It's kind of strange to me. Deep Space Frog also said, what is this person thinking? Then I had to check if you were real, not AI. Watched your early lives where you put trolls in their place. That's funny. I believe, hello, welcome in. Young, hello. Deep Space Frog also said that since then, I've respected you way more than the rest of the mortals. Plus, I agree with many of the points of views you've shared these past months. I really identify with the way you see things. Aw, thank you, Deep Space Frog. That's really kind of you. Tom said UK is toast. Grim said, appreciate you fight for the right causes and encourage money to go there, but if someone does want to donate to you, you should add PayPal. Tom said, death sounds great. Side-eye. The Sad Hatter said, stop side-eyeing me. Side-eye. That's too funny. Hey, there's good and bad in everything. I know there's, not all white men are bad, but there are really terrible ones, and it's like to keep them to account. Literally, diversity has been fighting against them for ages, and I don't really see any like white men like coming together and being like, not in our name. I have never really seen that ever. Okay, non-hello. Thank you, Deep Space Frog. I appreciate you sharing that, and I wish you all the support for your studies. I know you got this. Hopefully one day our paths will cross once more. But until then, I wish you all the best. Slinger Finger said, I'm native. I want you here on. Thank you, Slinger Finger. I do appreciate that. I'm trying to educate myself about, again, what your people have went through even more, because, again, that's important to me. If I'm going to live on this land, I better fight for the people that have been getting oppressed, or I better fight for the truth. That's how I feel about it. I would feel terrible not saying anything, or not trying to like educate myself or learn about what happened. I would feel terrible. Adrian, or if I said hello, the messenger said, what are you even yapping about? Liam said, I'm embarrassed sometimes. Well, as long as, again, if you're a white man in here, as long as you try your best, that's all we're asking. It's just don't sit back and do nothing, in a way. Non said, America is the ATM for the world. Okay, let's see. We need to find somebody to do a reading for. Is anybody on my list in here? Unless I just added you. Wait, didn't we do eyeballs yesterday? I think so. Let me cross them out. Who else did we do yesterday? I forgot. Did I cross them out? I forgot who else we did. Maybe one day I'll remember. Maybe it was full on. I think maybe we did full on yesterday. No, okay, let's see. Liam said, I was raised in a family of 6 women. Chocolate Thunder, you are never getting to come back in here. Why? Should have thought about what you said before you said it, honestly. Because I have no mercy. If you're coming in here and you don't like me, just keep it moving forward. I have no mercy. I'm not dealing with nobody. Tom said, I own 120 hectares of land, so much work. Okay, wait, scroll. Hello, Adam. Adrian said, I'm Norwegian, and here we didn't have slavery. We haven't been a part of it since the Viking Age, yet we have to atone for our privilege and be apologetic for stuff we had no part in. You know, my parents didn't immigrate from anywhere better. They immigrated from Kazakhstan/Russia. I have a bloodline from both. So Russia, I would be fighting against some psychopathic people right now. I might not even be alive in Russia. Honestly, I might not be alive in Russia. Russia has a psychopathic leader. Like, do you see how tiny Ukraine is? What is their deal? I would actually be dead. Russia is kind of cruel. Because I refuse to be silent. I would be taken out really fast. Kronos, hello. Saga, hello. Ben, hello. Adam. Catalina, hello. Welcome everybody. Deep Space Frog said, I only use social media for music or rock concerts, so I don't know how to act in places like this. Non, I don't know what you're talking about in here. Deep Space Frog said, either way, it's been a pleasure and a good experience to meet you. You're the best no matter what. I really appreciate that, Deep Space Frog. That was, your words today were so kind. I really do appreciate them. That was too kind of you. Ali, hello. Welcome in. JC, welcome in. Let's see, anybody on my list in here? Yeah, anybody? Have I seen anybody? Let me go through it really fast. I don't know. How is there so... Wait, Ben Bowden? Are you in here? I saw a Ben. What kind of Ben was in here? Let me see. Oh, Ben Bowden, you are in here. You're way up here on the list. Do you want a reading today? Oh, we could do your reading. But let's see. Scrolling. I wonder if you're still in here, Ben. Is anybody else? Let me see. Anybody else in here? Did we do Eraserback's reading? I think we did do a reading for Eraserback, but I forgot. I think I might have forgot to cross that one out. I think that's all that I see. Maybe Alan? Wait, was Alan in here? Did I see an Alan? No, probably an Adam is what I'm thinking. I don't know if Ben is still in here. I think they just came and said hi and left. Adrian, hello. A person, hello. A person, 88, were you on my list? Is anybody on my list in here? I don't think so. We might have to do new people today. Unless we do White Runs or Slinger Finger. I'm not seeing anybody on my list in here today. I'm not sure why nobody shows up for a reading. They asked to go on my list, but then they never show up. Wait, JC? Do I remember putting a JC on here? We might have to restart the list because I don't know if any of these people are gonna ever show up again. I think that I put most of them on here before we were in subscriber mode. So maybe they're just never gonna find me again. Who knows? Okay, we'll start with Slinger Finger because, I don't know, nobody else is in here. The Sad Hatter, they said they got side-eyed and got scared and left. That's what I mean. It's like, why do people feel so, don't you guys, isn't that, just, it's taking accountability? People are afraid of accountability. Are you guys afraid of what this government has done to diversity, and especially the type of people who did that to diversity? I don't know. Are people afraid of accountability? I am pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not for everybody. Maybe people get scared off. I am scary. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, let's start with Slinger Fingers. What kind of reading do you want today? Overall? General? Or overall, do you have specific questions? And then if White Reds is still in here after this, we might do Wood for White Reds today. Just because nobody else is showing up. Adrian, you can get added to the list. Hold on. Unless you're already on it. I don't think you are. Let me add you really fast. Let's see. Adrian Diaz. Okay, you're on there. Hello, everybody. Slinger Finger said, I'm fighting a spiritual warfare. I get that. You know, I like, out of all religions, I really do resonate with, Native Americans' spirituality probably the most. Out of, like, everything that I've heard, I really do resonate with your guys' stuff. I don't know. I haven't studied it much, though. I would love to gain more knowledge about it. But I don't really have much knowledge. I did read my book. I did read Wilma Mankiller's book today for an hour. I'm pretty proud of myself. Instead of scrolling, I got up and I got to reading. I'm pretty proud of myself. Usually this is my first time, so hopefully I keep it up. That was pretty nice. Instead, because I usually scroll when I wake up, just on my phone, doom scroll. But today I was like, well, I'm going to read. And so I read. It was pretty nice, honestly. Hopefully I keep it up. I'll be proud of myself. Okay, Slinger Finger said, do a general reading and I'll hear what I'm supposed to. Okay, let the cards talk to you then. Let's see. Sorry, so I welcome and accept you into every cell of this reading for Slinger Finger. May you lead and guide the messages and let them know what you would like them to hear today. Thank you, and I very much appreciate it. Okay. Liam said, that's great. I tried to leave my phone pre-11 a.m. That's a good idea, honestly. And then I ended up on Parker's Live. They debate people on Trump. Or, like, why they still support Trump. I ended up there. Usually I end up watching lives like that. But sometimes I can't. Some people are just, I just can't listen to some of these people. They make me very angry. Can't believe some people exist like them. We have the Ten of Wands and the Page of Cups. And we have the King of Wands. Let me pull you one more set of cards before I say anything. We have the World and the Strength. On the bottom, the Lovers. I will be pulling clarifiers. I feel it's very vague out here. But let's see. I do want to say, the first thing I do want to say is you probably do, like, exert your physical being in work quite a bit. You probably, like, your physical being is at work quite often. I don't know if, like, the job that you have, it, like, entails you using your physical being. But also, I don't know, I kind of feel like something about you being able to bring joy into the work situation and or have fun maybe with your coworkers while you're working. Something about almost like remaining positive even though you have so much work to do. and kind of puts a smile on my face. We have the Magician also coming out to clarify the Ten of Wands, the Page of Cups. I want to say, again, it almost feels like your positivity or joyous moments is kind of what gets you through your day. Like, yes, you, again, like, I don't think that your job is easy. It definitely takes a lot of effort from you. But it's you being able to remain or bring positivity into the environment that keeps you going. Or kind of like makes it bearable. It almost feels like maybe you have a childlike spirit in a way. Like you refuse to have life's burdens kind of like, again, weigh you down or leave you in a negative space. We're like, as children, when I kind of, you know what I feel from your energy? Like, as children, when we saw our parents, like, doing work, we kind of just wanted to be involved in it. No matter how hard the work was, we kind of just wanted to be like, maybe it was like washing dishes. Like, we had an interest in doing what the adults were doing. So, something about maybe like community here. Where like maybe you are an extrovert, you do enjoy being around others. Like that does give you like a sense of maybe belonging or fulfillment. Where like you don't even mind that the work is gonna be more difficult. It's like you just enjoy being around others. It might even have something to do with your calling. Hold on, let me get a clarifier for the World, the Strength. I just saw the Knight of Pentacles, but it didn't fully come out. I do feel like you have a strength, like, again, there's like, you have a, hold on, before I say that. The World is strength, huh? The Ten of Wands and the World both kind of talk about like a ending to a cycle. Maybe it's a thought pattern, or with the Ten of Wands, maybe it's more of like a completion of again, hard work, especially with the physical being. Maybe your guys' job is coming to an end, or like what you were working on is reaching completion. I wonder what it is. Hold on, let me pull a clarifier for this. What is this? World, the Strength for Slinger Finger? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is talking maybe about your job. It's like there is going to be a new project, but with the World, it's going to be, I don't know, it feels really good. It feels like you're going to be a lot happier with the project rather than what you were doing. Because what you were doing, like, yes, you had to complete it, but it was definitely like you were like, you're hoping that it's over. Like you were kind of waiting for the end of it. It's like you were kind of tired of being in working on whatever this was, maybe being in the environment. I don't feel like anything negative from the people. I really feel like you enjoy being around the people that you work with. I do feel like this is a job. Or maybe something that you were working on with community. It almost feels like whatever project or whatever job you guys were working on, you were doing a lot more than you usually do. Maybe like people got sick or something and you had to take on more responsibilities, where something about there not being maybe enough hands on deck. But again, you remain so positive throughout it. Let me read your comments really fast if you're saying anything. Hello everybody here. I don't read comments while I do reading, so I do apologize. Slinger Finger said, I'm questioning my higher purpose and what my job is on Earth. Not a 9-to-5 job, but my purpose. I'm always so happy trying to have a positive impact on people around me. And then Slinger Finger said, even though the world is crashing down on me, I'm still standing and I'm still laughing and holding hands. Let me see here. Maybe I'll pull specific cards for that, like what, maybe like for the specific purpose of your life. But let me see here if I get anything else from these cards. The World, the Strength, and the Ace of Pentacles. Again, I was gonna say that you have, like, again, you have a strength going through tough situations but remaining positive. That, and I'm kind of feeling like that is one of your missions in life, is being part of whatever environment you're in, being part of whatever group you're in. And again, like, reminding people even through tough times to remain positive. Because again, I feel like you have that skill set. And honestly, I'm not feeling like anything in specific. I'm just feeling like in whatever you do and whatever environment you're in, that's kind of your purpose. I really feel like again, you're skilled in like keeping your mind being able to create whatever you wanted to create. You're very I want to even say you might have a talent. And I don't know if it's being confident is the word that I want to use. But something about, again, your thought patterns, you being able to choose and hold to the type of thoughts that you would like. With the Magician especially out here. Ace of Pentacles, the Strength, the World. I might put these cards back and then pull you a new set of cards. I wonder, because again, I feel like, because obviously we all do have to provide financially. And again, I really feel like it won't matter what type of job that you're in. It's, again, how you're saying the positive influence. I really feel like you're going to bring positivity to any environment. And again, something about that being like the main thing. But hold on, let me shuffle these back in, and I'm gonna pull you a new set of cards. Because I don't feel like you're necessarily gonna, like, it's not gonna be anytime soon that you're gonna, like, be able to necessarily find exactly what you want to, like, leave in this world, like, as in, like, what your purpose is, like, necessarily, like, that one thing. I kind of feel like it might be taking you some time to figure that out, or figure yourself out. But regardless of that, it does seem like you will be continuing, like, you're going to be getting a good opportunity, especially something about having to do with your job, but it's honestly going to make you truly happy. With the World, the Ace of Pentacles, and then we had the Strength. Something about the next opportunity, maybe even, like, giving you some sort of clarity. Hold on, let me pull you one more set of cards. We have the Lovers, which I did see the Lovers earlier as well, and the Hangman. Then the Hierophant. The Justice. I don't know if, like, I don't know if you date out, if you date a lot. It doesn't seem like it. Like, maybe you've had a few relationships, but you feel like you're in a, I don't know why this is, like, shifting direction so much, but it does seem like you view relationships a lot differently than others. Maybe you even have, like, a tough time connecting to people that, like, in relationships, it's like you may not, I'm really sorry, like, your energy is all over the place right now. I do apologize. Like, whenever maybe you try to connect to partners, you guys often end up seeing not eye to eye. Like, there's a lot of differences. Maybe it's, like, because of the age that we're living in, and what you're looking for often gets overlooked, or it's not held as important as maybe, like, the physical connection. Maybe you feel like people don't take connections as seriously as you do. Hierophant, the Justice. With the Hierophant, the Justice, something important about relationships in your life. Most definitely. Like, especially important in the way that you see things, in the way that you approach things. I wonder what this is. I'm going to pull you a few more set of cards. I'm so sorry. We're jumping from place to place. Why did the Lovers, the Hangman come out for Slinger Finger? Why did we jump from that to this? Is there any way that we could, maybe bring them together? We're talking about your work, or, like, again, you remain positive through any situation that you're in, any service to the community. any work environment, and then we jump to the Lovers, the Hangman. I'm kind of confused. See, we have the Moon. You probably think about a connection quite a bit, though. We have the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune. Well, I don't know. Okay, Slinger Finger, I really feel like in your energy, you are, like, your whole life is kind of shifting in a more positive direction. Because with your job, again, we were more going from, well, we went from, like, the Ten of Wands, the Page of Cups, to, then we jumped to, what was it? The Strength, and was it the World? That was like a positive shift, and now we're moving from the Lovers, the Hangman, to the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune. That's also a very positive shift here. So I don't know I don't necessarily know exactly what's going on in your life, but I do feel a lot of positive shifts in all aspects of, like in every corner of your life, anything that you would consider. Why is there this positive shift cards? The Three of Cups, the Strength. Again, I think it might be because of how like a lot of the world is in a lot of negative energy, or they're moving into a darker energy, but you remaining who you are is kind of making your life become more, or look more positive in a way. Because so many people are falling into darkness. So even though, like, obviously you're going through certain lessons and stuff and evolving, but you just staying baseline you and people kind of falling into darkness is making your life like, from your perspective, be at a more positive level than a lot of others. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. Hold on. I don't know if it makes any sense to you. Hold on. Let's see what you said here really fast. Slinger Finger said, yes, at my last job, people were definitely sitting on their ass while I earned my money. I want to go independent, and now that I'm sober, I see clear plans. And then you also said, it's true, I can't date in this generation. And then also Slinger Finger said, not specific, just a general. And I did mention spiritual welfare, which can attack from every direction. Yeah, because spiritual welfare is literally from within, really. Let me see here. We have the Three of Cups, the Strength on the bottom. And then the World again. So you got the World and the Strength out here again. I wonder, so we had the Lovers, the Hangman out here, and then we have the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune. I wonder if you'll be getting into a relationship here soon. Like you said, I know you said you don't date, but with the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, that makes me think that maybe you're gonna receive an opportunity to. Or Or maybe there is somebody around you that, like, obviously you probably have interest in some people, and maybe you're just gonna take the leap of faith. It almost like what I almost feel like it might like be helpful for you to I don't know, maybe just experience what it's like to connect to people in that way. It honestly might even be helpful for you to understand yourself better. With the Fool, I'm gonna get a clarifier. Like I said, we're all over the place with your energy. I do apologize. Let me get clarifiers for these cards out here. The Lovers, and the Hanged Man. What does this represent for Slinger Finger? We have the Eight of Cups. Oh, I don't know. I honestly, you kind of feel like a monk to me. Like you probably are wanting to, I don't know if you want to, but it's like you're deciding to walk away from material pleasures. And again, more walk the spiritual path in a way. Let me get a clarifier for the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, and then we'll see what else we have to say. Anything flipped? No. The Eight of Cups representing the Lovers and the Hanged Man, huh? I have the Five of Cups. And on the bottom, the Queen of Wands. So the Fool came out, and the Fool is like facing towards the Lovers, the Hanged Man, and the Eight of Cups. I don't know. I really feel like the Queen of Wands, the Empress. Connecting with your deck. This is what we have on the bottom. I really what I'm feeling from this energy is, again, you may just decide, it's like you're deciding that, again, maybe connections are not, you're gonna like fully just like accept that maybe connections are not for you at the moment. And the Five of Cups, and Five of Cups is also looking over here. So, like, yes, like, I really feel like, obviously, it's almost like a sadness in you, because I do feel like you probably do crave connection. I'm gonna open up the window a bit. I'm gonna say that you're probably gonna be single for quite some time as well. If you were wondering about that, I feel like you're gonna decide to not jump into anything or not try to do anything, just because I really feel like in your internal world you're facing quite a bit, or like, again, you're trying to figure out who you are as an individual, and you wouldn't, it's almost like you I think I kind of want to move my car. I'll sit here for a little bit more, but we might be moving it soon. I don't know if I feel comfortable over here. Slinger Finger, your energy is all over the place. I'm just gonna say I would like to read your energy once more another day as well. Just because I don't know. I literally, it's like I'm honestly having a hard time putting your story together in a way. Because I really do feel like you have a lot going on internally as well. Where, like, again, I do feel like you're still trying to figure yourself out. You're trying to figure out how you said, like, your purpose or your mission in life, or like what you're really meant to do, not regarding the 9 to 5. So, and I think that you're thinking about a lot, especially like again, the connection. Maybe you're like, again, you're deciding that connections are probably not gonna happen, or you're not willing to sacrifice. Maybe like getting into connections with people that just want to use and abuse you. Or like maybe you're deciding not to sacrifice taking the time out of your day to find somebody that's going to be compatible, because again, a lot of people are getting into relationships because of the wrong reasons. And I don't think that you're just willing to sacrifice that time and energy at this point in your life. I kind of feel like you, again, it's something about, again, you holding maybe yourself back in a way. It's almost like because you feel like maybe you're not at the place that you would want to be at before you connect to somebody, or before you kind of let somebody into your energy, into your space. So regarding connections, I really feel like you're gonna end up waiting quite a bit until you get to a place that you're proud of yourself, or like you get to a place where you're very certain about what you want, who you are. So regarding connections, I think that's your energy here. Like you're not willing to make those sacrifices just yet, or like go through the process of getting to know people, finding a compatible human, maybe ending up getting hurt or getting used, or being in a connection for the wrong reasons. The Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, the 5 of Cups. What is this 5 of Cups? The Queen of Wands, the Empress? The 5 of Cups. I'm going to pull a clarifier. Something, again, you not really falling into sadness about something. I want to know what the 5 of Cups is, but rather focusing on your physical being and what, like, the type of energy you can create with your physical being, rather than maybe it's almost like translating your sadness into confidence within the physical world, or like your internal struggles, and it's almost like alchemizing your internal struggles into almost like confidence within the physical realm, if that makes any sense. almost like gaining strength from your struggles, or gaining strength from what you've been through and walking confidently, or like maybe even just having the knowledge of the things that you faced, especially internally, especially in your feeling being. And kind of like having that feed your confidence of who you are in this world. I kind of am curious. What is this Five of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, the Fool? We are all, I'm saying we're all over the place with your energy. I do apologize. I would like to read your energy again. So I'm actually going to keep you on the list. Just because I feel like I could do a lot better job at pinpointing what the cards are saying. But today I did struggle. That one didn't come out. Hold on. What is this Five of Cups talking about for Slinger Finger? We have the Ten of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. I kind of feel the same type of energy that I just was talking about. How all the pain and suffering that you face within your internal world, you're kind of taking that and putting it as your foundation of like maybe like being proud of not falling into negative energies even with everything that you faced. It might just be representing, again, the spiritual warfare, like the spiritual attacks that you've faced and have gotten through. Something about, again, putting the hardships that you have went through as a foundation of who you are as a human. And not having it like the Emperor as well, the Three of Wands. Definitely not having it hold you back. But really moving forward, knowing that you have the strength to move through again, what you went through, but you could possibly face something even stronger. Like, I kind of feel like I don't know if you've ever like played video games, but in video games, like there's levels that get harder and harder and harder, and like I kind of feel like you're gonna take what you've again went through, like hardships internally, and know that you're gonna be facing like a more difficult level, especially in the spiritual realm, I want to say. But knowing that you have the ability, because you've already been through quite difficult situations, and you're like almost prepared, you're almost ready to take on the next level of I want to say attack, or whatever however you see it. And again, I want to remind you that it's not getting easier for you. You are just going through level after level, that it's becoming easier for you, because again, you're working out that muscle of like how people would work out muscles and go through the levels of being able to lift heavier weights, but you're working out your muscle to then be able to face darker energies within the spirit realm. I kind of want you to understand that about yourself and how strong you've become facing spiritual energies or negative spiritual energies. And also understand how you haven't let them really like influence your creation in the world. I want to say you've become quite strong. We're gonna be moving my car. I'm gonna be right back, you guys. I don't feel comfortable here. And put you down there really fast. These people, I should have showed you guys on video. They were literally glaring at me, just staring at me. There's like 3 sitting in the car, all just glaring at me. Like, okay. I mean, you guys do you, jeez. I'll move over here. They drive up, park next to me, and then they're glaring at me. Like, okay. I mean, you do you. Okay, Slinger Finger, let me see what you're saying. I don't know if any of this is making sense. Let's see. I kind of, I don't know. We were all over the place, honestly. Let me close up my window, too. Everybody's just nosy today. Oh, my gosh. Okay, hold on. Slinger Finger said that sounded cool. Let me see if you said anything else. Okay, let's see. Do I have anything else to say? Let me pull you one last set of cards, see what comes out for a little closeout message. Again, I kind of want to repeat the message that I said earlier. It won't really matter, like what you're doing in your life, like the actual actions that you're taking, or like the job that or the service that you're providing, or your mission, like what your physical being, like the actions that it's taking. It's really, I really feel like one of your main missions in life is building that spiritual strength. That's being able to face negative energies within your being, within your mind, and kind of like leveling up in that way and remaining positive regardless of what you go through. Hold on, let me pull you one more set of cards, see what comes out, see how we could maybe close out this message. That was so strange. There are literally like 3 people just sitting there glaring at me, and I'm like, okay, I mean, you do you. I was so weird. I should have showed you guys. We have the Chariot, and then the guidebook. And on the bottom, we have the 7 of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. Again, I really feel like the same energy that I literally just said. The Chariot talks all about your life obviously not being easy, or like you having quite a bit of obstacles to get through, but you're very much willing to get through them, and like you keep moving forward. The Chariot, it represents somebody who, again, is unwilling to stop no matter what they face. In the guidebook, with the coming out with the guidebook in combination, it's almost maybe like you're just mastering again the spirit realm. You're mastering energy work. You're mastering the internal world. I don't know if it's like like in the mental field, or like having to do with, like if you're really interested in that stuff. But I do know that you had the Emperor out here as well. That is one of your main skill sets. Like something that you will actually be able to guide people through, or you would be able to give advice to people on. Especially because I do want to say, because you are native, so I want to say that possibly even to people in your community who do believe in this stuff, because I want to say not everybody believes in it, but it's especially, obviously, spiritual things are quite big, and well, they're quite important to you guys. So maybe even something with having or working with your community, especially. Yeah, it's like really you're working up in the ranks of spiritual power, of spiritual mastery. And I'm gonna say it all has to do with like your feeling being, your emotion being. The Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. I want to say you're on the path to never run out of good things to give to people. You're on the path of how I see it is like being connected to infinite energy, because infinite energy does exist. It's like you're on the path to become so mentally strong that you're never gonna run out of being able to pour into people, because your cup is never gonna be empty. Your cup of like giving to people is never gonna be empty. Especially of emotion, especially of feeling. Kind of how I kind of feel like, again, you're able to remain positive through the obstacles, through hardships in life. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it off. I've repeated myself quite a bit. Hopefully it made sense, and I would actually really love to redo your reading one of these days. Oh, my car started making a weird sound. Almost like a spiritual master, Slinger Finger. I really feel like spirituality is one of your main things, where like I do, like, again, like a monk or like Buddha, like where a lot of people don't consider that to be work, or they don't consider that to be like an aspect, like a valid aspect of work, but it really does take work. This stuff takes effort. And I'm not sure how you could provide for yourself financially that way, or because a lot of these people kind of live off of they're like self-sustained in a way. They don't really do it for work. They really do it for spiritual purposes. So I really do want to say that's like one of the biggest things that you will remain focused on for quite some time in your life. And it's a valid aspect, kind of like how maybe a lot of people question me, or like a lot of people are like, get a real job, and I'm like, this is a job, this is real work. Like, you guys really, because you have never tried, because you have never, like, went through the process of becoming spiritually strong or mentally strong, you don't even understand. But it really is a real job. I'm just not sure how we're going to make financial stability out of it necessarily. But I'm sure we'll figure it out one day. Again, spiritual people have always been kind of like an important part of society, but they're, most of the time, they either got like in European countries, like we had the witch burnings, or we had Like, people just are afraid of spiritual power, even though, because they know how real it is, but they're not willing to kind of accept it in society. They're just more willing because it's so, like, because not a lot of people are in this aspect of life. So they rather condemn those people or go after them or, again, burn them at the stake rather than learn that knowledge themselves and understand it. Yeah, the spiritual path is very real. And I will say it is very powerful. So I want to say that just because society isn't accepting it necessarily at the moment, Slinger Finger, and it's definitely a true path. It's definitely valid too. I kind of wish we could figure out a way to thrive in this environment and kind of like allow it to be a thing rather than have society kind of like try to push it out of the picture, which a lot of times in history society has tried to push it out of the picture. Like, I want to say your culture is like all about that stuff too. Like, you guys are, that's why I feel like out of all religions that I've ever heard about, that I've ever like had crossed paths with, honestly, Native American viewpoints or spirituality is what I connect most to, or what makes a lot of sense to me, honestly. Okay, Slinger Finger, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it off. Let me read the rest of your comments, and then we will do one more reading today. Shadow, you're getting hidden from this channel forever. Bye. I have no more mercy up in here. You come in here saying something suspicious, I just am gonna kick you. Slinger Finger said, my energy is crazy, but you walked in. It was all over the place. But it was still enjoyable. I did enjoy reading your energy. Let's see here. Slinger Finger said, yeah, that sounds so cool. You're definitely reading my energy, not just random. Okay. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. Slinger Finger said, you're also resilient. I see a strength in you that makes me proud. Aw, that's so kind of you to say. I appreciate that, Slinger Finger. That was so kind. Alrighty, thanks for letting me pry into your little bursto bubble. Hopefully it was it was somewhat, it made sense. I really hope so. That was a fun one. I did enjoy it. I would love to do your reading again. I'm gonna keep you on my list. I hope you don't mind. If we ever don't have anybody to read, I would love to do your reading again. Alrighty, we're gonna move on to the next one now. Shaw said, I'm living next to a church where a lot of witch torture happened. There's a torture basement jail. Yeah, a lot of people are scared because they just don't educate themselves. Like, if they literally just took the time to get to know or learn about this stuff, they wouldn't be afraid either. But it's because, like, again, people, I don't know why people are so scared of going into this. Maybe it's, like, how they were brought up or what they believe is, like, what their parents told them was evil and wrong, or also society. Again, I'm pretty sure the witch trials, wasn't that the government, or was it people? Or, like, the state? I don't know. It was somebody in power going after people that they just didn't understand. They didn't even they didn't even take the time to understand them. They just jumped straight into murdering them. Jeez. But energy work is just as real as anything in the physical. So I honestly, if you guys haven't learned about it, I would encourage you to do so, because you should be prepared as well. Some people are evil out here, and they will try to use that against you. Especially, like, I would encourage you guys to work on making your mind stronger, or like at least realizing that all thoughts are recommendations, and some people are gonna try to basically recommend you thoughts, and if you are not aware that all thoughts are recommendations, you might even cling onto those thoughts as your own. But every single thought that flows in your mind is just a recommendation. You have the ability to reject thoughts or cling on to them. Every single thought. And that's how you build who you want to be, is by either rejecting certain thoughts or clinging on to them. Okay, let's find somebody else to do a reading for it. Anybody on my listing here? I wonder if Effie, Michael, Effie, were you on my list? I thought Effie might sound familiar. That's literally all spirit work is recommended thought patterns that people try to send your way. And some people are not aware and they take them as their own and then manifest what somebody else wants them to manifest. But also, if you come at somebody, just realize that you don't get to send the karma back. Realize that you're gonna, if you go at somebody innocent, then, and they decide to, again, do energy work, you don't get to send that back. You're gonna have to face it head on. So make sure that you don't do anything against an innocent person. But if somebody does something to you, then by all means, hold them to account. Then they don't get to send that stuff back. Let's see here. Oh, there's a lot of people commenting. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of new people in here. Hello, everybody. I'm very overstimulated right now. How are we going to find somebody new to do a reading for? I see somebody said, can you add me on the list? I can put you guys on the list. If anybody off my list is already in here, I would love to do your reading. But if not, then we can choose somebody new that just arrived. Let's see, Michael Effie, you said you want to be on the list. Let me jot you down. And then we have Ben, Meg, Oss. And also I see Barfy Maine. Barfy Maine? That's just so funny. Tom said Rita Leo. Maybe one day, once I have my my own safe space, a safe room, because where I'm staying right now is not safe. They don't like what I do, and nor do they welcome or accept it. Chaos Chap. Are you on my list? I know you are. I think, oh, you're all the way up here, Chaos. Oh my goodness, you came back? You came back? I'm kind of happy about that. Okay, we're gonna do Chaos because they're way up here on the list. This is the front of it. This is already the back. So they're way up here. So we're gonna do them. Violet Orange said, add me onto the list. Oh, of course, you're going on the list right now. Violet Orange, okay. This is not me said, am I on the list? I don't think so, honestly. This is not me. Let me put you on the list as well. This is not me. Okay, you're on the list. Okay, we're gonna do Chaos right now. The Sad Hatter, your list said your list is getting huge. I know. Hey, you literally have one scheduled. You better show up on Thursday. The Sad Hatter is literally scheduled for Thursday. What is today? Tuesday? Today is, or Wednesday. Oh, it's already Wednesday? Oh my goodness. Your schedule for tomorrow, the Sad Hatter. I wonder what your reading is going to be like. Chaos said, yes, been back for a while, but you haven't seen my messages. Oh, I'm sorry, Chaos. What kind of reading would you like today? Do you have a specific question? Do you want an overall energy? What would you like? Let me welcome my source really fast. Source, I welcome and accept you into every cell of this reading for Chaos. May we to guide the messages and let them know what you would like them to hear today. Thank you, and I very much appreciate it. Tom said, feed the birds. I haven't fed the birds in a long time because we have a flock of farm birds that are very chaotic. And sometimes they even attack me, even though I feed them. So I kind of stopped feeding them because they're kind of inconsiderate and disrespectful. So the rest of the birds have to wait as well. There's a bunch of tiny birds around our house, and jay? What do they call jays? I love to feed them, but I haven't been able to in a while. Also, I need to get a better bird bowl, or a water bowl for them. Because I don't want to, especially in the summer, like in the winter, it was okay feeding them without giving them water because there's puddles all around. But in the summer, I definitely need to get them something. I had like a plastic bowl that I had out there for a while, but it got cracked, so I threw it out. I need to find something else. Let's see. Sad Hatter said, all I could tell you is you better brace yourself. Okay, I'll prepare myself. Okay, Chaos said, overall please. Okay, let's get started. The time right now is 12:58 p.m. Hello everybody, welcome in. Whoa, there's a lot of people. Welcome in everybody. We're gonna start Chaos's reading right now. And overall, let's see what comes out. For Chaos. Well, this one, we have the 7 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. The first thing I want to say is that you're defending your choices from somebody, or like you're having to defend what you want to do maybe in life from somebody. It might have to do with like a mother or somebody in a more feminine energy. Let's see though. What's out here? You have the 7 of Swords. You have a 777 out here, so you're definitely going through evolution and growth at the moment with the Page of Wands. 7 of Swords and the Page of Wands. And the Judgment. I wonder why, I wonder what, I'm going to pull clarifiers for these. The 7 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. Can we get a clarifier? The 5 of Pentacles. And then can we get a clarifier for the 7 of Swords, the Page of Wands? This is kind of sad, honestly. Hold on. I saw the Chariot, but it was a pile of cards, so I put it back. The 6 of Cups. And the 2 of Wands. You have a lot of 7s out here. 7, 7, 7, 7. So you had 4 7s out here. I almost want to say that, like, maybe somebody is even threatening you to, like, cut you off from the family or something. Or threatening to cut you off of something, maybe some sort of support because of your choices. I kind of feel some pain in your heart. It really feels like you have to be standing up for yourself all the time. And it's not just one person. It's almost like people are, like, trying to gang up on you and trying to get you to change your opinion about who you are as a human, in a way. And I almost want to say maybe they're threatening that they won't support you financially. I kind of feel like maybe these are your guardians. If you choose what you want, like, they're kind of expecting you to go maybe with, like, what they want from you. I'm sorry, you should not be going through this right now. That's wrong of them. If that is what you're facing, that's absolutely wrong of them. But you're allowed to be a unique individual. You're allowed to be yourself. You should be yourself. That's what life is about, is being yourself. Not having to follow somebody else's, like, set expectations of you. Because they get to be themselves and you get to be yourself. That's what life is all about. The Seven of Swords, the Page of Wands. Again, I really feel like the people that you grew up around just don't, they just don't get you. It's almost like they're trying to convince you that your actions and the things that you want to do in life are, like, hurting them, or, like, stealing, or, like, taking away from them, or you're doing something that's gonna be something awful, but you're really just trying to be yourself. Maybe you grew up in, like, a religious family. Or maybe, again, it might be just, like, what is expected from you. It's like, possibly, maybe, like, that people wanted you to, like, again, go to school for one thing, but you're like, I don't really want to do that. I don't feel like you would be happy in that either. And just choices in general, I'm feeling. Maybe just, like, just overall in your life. I want to say they're probably saying some awful things to you. I almost want to say maybe they're even, like, they've done something to sabotage your personal belongings with the Seven of Swords out here. Like, something that you decided to take a leap of faith on, something that you took action on. It almost feels like maybe they try to sabotage it in whatever shape, way, or form, if that resonates with the Seven of Swords out here. Like, something that you're truly excited for. Something that you really want to do in your life. I feel pain in your heart, but I also feel like you're very excited to create in life. Like, you want to explore all the different outlets of life. You want to explore all the different aspects of life. You don't want to limit yourself to just one thing that somebody expects from you. That sounds boring. Hold on, let me see if you're saying anything before I keep talking. But Chaos said, well, 100%, but not my mother, my miss. Oh, I see. You said 1,000% right. I'm so sorry, Chaos. This sounds not a good time in your life. Chaos said, wow, you are so good. I look after my Miss mother, who is 87 and just lost her husband. Lost my job, and I try my best to look after my Miss and her mother while trying to hold down a job that I lost. And then Chaos said, my Miss does not like my life choices. The choices may not be what everyone agrees with, but they are my choices. And then Chaos said, I want to do certain things, but get told they are not the right choices and to not go for them. So I just stick to looking after them both and continue to exist without doing anything for myself. That is so sad. Honestly, really, really sad. I'm sorry that you're going through this. I see the Five of Pentacles is explaining the fact that you lost the job. I'm so sorry. You're trying your best, honestly. And like, how are you gonna continue doing your best if you can't even do what makes you happy? Is my question here. Like, this, like, how they're treating you could really push somebody into, like, a corner where, like, they really fall into, like, really negative patterns. I would honestly say, the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups and the Two of Wands. Maybe something about, like, friendship, maybe people from your past, like, friendships. Maybe to reach out to them, or, like, maybe ask them for advice. Or maybe, like, connecting to them would give you a good outlet to start doing the things that you want to do. Hold on, I'm going to pull you some more clarifiers. I think that you need an outlet of, like, people that you can again start enjoying life with. I really feel like you have a lot of burdens on you right now. Like, obviously not to abandon what you have going on. Or maybe in a sense. Let me see what the cards will say. I think something about reconnecting to maybe, like, friends or people that you grew up with from your past might be helpful. It's like maybe you need a reminder that it's okay to be you. Or, again, it's like it would give you an outlet to be silly, to have fun again. Which might just, like, inspire you to start standing up for yourself. And, like, actually be able to go for the things that you want to do. Because, again, I feel like they're, like, it's like, really, they're, like, taking from you and then expecting things from you on top of it. Which, like, again, it could really put somebody in a really negative place in their life. Where, like, that person, like, you might, like, these types of actions can really push somebody to not, like, be able to get back up. Or to really give up on life, I want to say. Like, instead of supporting you through and, like, supporting you to find what makes you happy. Oh, this is terrible. I'm so sorry. Hopefully they learn, hopefully they can see themselves in full truth, or they can see themselves clearly one day and, like, realize how they're acting is not helping anything but more harming it. Hold on, let me see what other cards come out. If you felt like you wanted to visit somebody from your past or reconnect, I think the cards are telling you that's a really good idea. something about, I think, like, again, it might lift a weight off your shoulders in somehow, some way. But let's see here. Let's see here. Too many cards, but we have the Emperor, the Three of Cups, and the Judgment. Again, something about having fun. I think you really need to have some fun right now. Let me, I'm going to put them back, try to get only 1 or 2 cards. I'm not too overwhelmed. I did just see the Tower show its face. The guidebook. We have the Knight of Wands, the Death. What's behind here? The Chariot. The Death, the Chariot, the Nine of Wands. I really feel like the cards are telling you to ignore these opinions, or ignore the opinions of your miss and their mother at the moment. Because if you continue going down that path, again, they're just taking from you. They're not doing anything to help you become who you want to become. So if you keep on going down that path, I want to say it's only going to get worse and worse. It's like they are refusing to almost like respect your boundaries or respect you as a human being. It's like there will have to be one day when it comes to an end. And it'd rather be that you set your boundaries now than, again, the Tower kind of wanted to show its face. It did show its face. So it would be better if you set your boundaries now and kind of tell them, like, hey, you really need to respect me as a human too. Like, you can't just be like demanding things from me and then expecting me to like you can't be putting negative energy upon me all the time and then expecting me to actually succeed. Like, it would be much rather better that you do that now rather than have this build up until you can't, it can't be sustained anymore and it falls all to the ground. So I almost want to see the Knight of Wands, the Death, and then with the Chariot, it's like, yes, it's going to be difficult, but it's like, it's almost like it's necessary. Oh, was the card backwards? I don't know. If it was, there you go. Oh, the card just flew all the way back here. Hold on, I need to grab it really fast. Okay, grabbed it. Let me read your comments here before I say anything else. Let's see. Chaos said, I want to do certain things, but get told they are not right choices and to not go for them. Oh, I already read this one, but I'll read it once more. So I stick to looking after them both and just continue to exist without doing anything for myself. You said, I'm depressed right now. I'm sorry, Chaos. Let's see. Chaos also said, I feel like I'm kind of stuck. I've been with my partner for 16 years, and live above her mother. So I just feel like I have a duty to do what I do for them both. And then Chaos said, I have my mother who I lost when I was 14 years old, but would love to reconnect with her. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you guys can reconnect. That would be awesome. Chaos said they both rely on me and I feel obligated to do what I do. My partner is very needy and is 20 years older than me. She is 63. I am 43. I'm gonna put these cards back in, pull a few more on a fresh board. Definitely some change needs to be made here, that's for sure. Again, either you're gonna continue down the same route, like you're really gonna have to decide what's important to you. Either the feelings of your partner, of your miss, or like you feeling depressed for years to come. Like you're gonna have to really outweigh if you're gonna if hurting their feelings for a few days or maybe a week is gonna be worth it, or you going down for years being depressed, not being able to do what you want to do. It's really gonna be up to you to maybe take that choice or take that leap of faith. And again, if that's a tough one. You guys have been together for 16 years. That's a tough one. Because I was going to say, maybe it just is a factor of incompatibility, which could be the case. But you guys have been together for so long that it's incompatibility would just kind of be tough here to even bring that up. Let's see what the cards will say. We have the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and then the Death again. Behind the Death, the Chariot, and the Hermit again. I shuffled the cards. You guys heard them shuffling, right? This came out again. Again, I'm gonna repeat it. There is gonna have to be some change made. If you want things to get better, you're gonna really have to sacrifice. We just disconnected for a little bit. You might have to just sacrifice hurting feelings here if you want things to move forward. Because again, I feel like it's been for years already that your partner has not respected your opinion. And they've gotten used to the fact that they can just walk all over you. They can walk all over your wants. They can walk all over your needs. I really feel like there is no mutual respect here. I really feel pain in your heart. I know this is a tough decision. This is going to be tough. But unless, again, the Seven of Wands, and we have the Queen of Cups. I don't know. It feels like, because the Queen of Cups is facing that way. They're facing away from the Seven of Wands. Yes, obviously your miss, they probably... Is this talking about your miss? Hold on. I'm going to pull a clarifier for the Queen of Cups. What is the Queen of Cups talking about? And maybe we can shuffle this Death back in. Because I don't know if you're ready. I don't know if you're... I don't know how to bring up the Death here. It did come out twice, so I'm going to shuffle it back in. The Queen of Cups is clarified by the Two of Swords. What is this Queen of Cups for, Chaos? Look, this energy is kind of dark, Chaos. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of feel it's kind of tough for me to even say anything out here. But I just don't know. I think it almost, what I'm feeling, which I want to be honest about what I'm, like, reading off of this energy, is that I don't know if your partner, if your miss is, like, willing to, is going to be, like, even if you, like, try to explain to them, even if you, like, you try to, like, take steps towards what you want, I don't think they're ever gonna support you. The Two of Cups, the Queen of, the Two of Swords, the Queen of Cups. It's like, the cards are saying that they're closed off to ever, like, especially at the moment, showing you any love, like, supporting you emotionally. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they're in this energy. I don't know if, it doesn't seem like they've always been like this. But for some reason, they are just refusing to basically show you the type of love that you need as a human. I don't know. Are they holding something against you? I'm going to pull one more clarifier. Why is the Queen of Cups refusing to show Chaos any support or appreciation or love here? Why are they so closed off from sharing any good energy with Chaos here? Or any of their love? Basically just loving you as who you are as a human, as an individual. Maybe they just don't know how to. It's like they closed off caring for you. For some reason, they closed off caring for you at all. So again, like I kept saying, it's like they're just taking and taking and taking, and they're refusing to feed anything back into you. That's so cruel. It's just too cruel. Did something happen? Why is this going on? We have the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups. Are you serious? I think it might have to do with the fact that they think that you're gonna move on. Like, if you're actually allowed to be happy, if you're actually allowed to do the things that you want to do, it's like maybe, like, it seems like maybe they're thinking that you're gonna move on. So they're gonna refuse. Honestly, this might even last your lifetime. I don't know if, like, they're just afraid of losing you. Maybe it's because they're getting older and they're not really getting out to do anything on their own. So they're thinking that if you get out and you start enjoying your life, you start doing the things that you love to do, you're going to move on and find somebody else. Which, again, them acting this way might, I don't know, like, if they refuse to respect you, you might just, like, crash out one day. Like, by them disrespecting you continuously might just even lead to that because they refuse to show you any kindness or respect. I just don't, I don't get necessarily, I don't know how. it's like what they fear, they're causing it. Like what they fear would happen if they would just allow you to be happy. If you would be happy, you would literally love to then feed that back into this person. Like you would really like, you would appreciate that they would allow your freedom. You would be happy. Like the happier you would be, the more willing you would be to feed back into this person or into your miss. Like if they allowed you your freedom, it would make you happier and more willing to feed back into them. But because of that fear, it's like I don't think they're ever gonna, I don't know why they have this fear necessarily. Maybe, again, it's maybe the age gap. Maybe it is because they're not willing to get out and do what makes them happy. Maybe it's like maybe it's misery loves company in a way, where like maybe they're stuck in like the negative aspects of the Queen of Cups. Where they just want to have like power over you, but they don't really want to feed love into you. Or they just want to have power, like that power ego or the ego of power, but not actually do the work that it takes to be in a good connection. Well, this is tough chaos. I'm very sorry that you're going through this. I really wish that there was a way for your miss to realize what they're doing. I really wish we could help them realize this. Or like maybe they need therapy. Like maybe them, or maybe like couple counseling. Maybe that would help them. Because I don't want to say just give up on this. But there has to come a point where they realize how their actions are affecting you. Because if they don't accept that, if they don't take responsibility, again, it just might have, like, I don't know, like you might come to a point where you just crash out, where like you're like, well, like flip, what am I supposed to do? Enough is enough. I would maybe consider trying couple counseling. Like, so maybe the person can help guide your miss through maybe their troubles or what troubles them, so that they can start to see themselves clearly in this situation. Because I don't think they're seeing how their actions are affecting you necessarily. And or maybe they just don't care. Which maybe couples counseling would help you also like work through this. Be able to see what steps you should be taking. I honestly would say consider that. I feel like your heart is really hurting. Let me read your comments here really fast. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Chaos said, I feel like I need to be 100% honest with my life choices. Is that okay? Absolutely, it is okay. Let's see. Chaos said, so when I lost my mother at 14 years old, I ended up becoming a heroin addict. I went to rehab and got clean 17 years ago and met my miss when I got clean. I relapsed and got back on drugs. And Chaos said, since then, I've held down a full-time job, contributed with bills, and not done what most addicts do in their life. Your crime, prison, and I'm not sure what that one means, but crime, prison, and everything else that comes into addiction. And then Chaos said, yes, I spend money on drugs, but as I said, I also hold a full-time job up until 2 months ago, but I'm a good person. I don't steal, I don't rob, All I do is cook, clean, and look after them both. That's so sad. Honestly, this is just heartbreaking. Kayla said, I do what I do, and my miss only puts up with it because she would be lost without me. I do absolutely everything. Cook, clean, run around, give mother her medication, change her bed, etc., etc. And then Cass also said, I understand I am a drug addict, but I try to change and don't feel sorry for me. I made my own bed and I have to lie in it. And Cass said she only keeps me around because she can't look after her mother on her own, nor look after herself. I'm told to change my habits, but the drug is the only way I can get through day by day. Oh, I'm sorry. This is honestly really tough, but... I'm not sure how to leave this off. Hold on. I might pull you one more set of cards. Because I wanted to maybe close it out with these cards, but I just don't feel comfortable doing that just yet. So I'm going to put these back, pull one more set of cards, see what comes out. Maybe, again, maybe couples counseling might be a good idea. Maybe, like, it'll help her realize just how much she's been, like, how much negativity maybe she's been adding. I don't know if she's willing, because you can't make somebody change unless they actually want to. I don't know if they're willing to change. I'm not sure. Let's see what comes out. Okay, so can we get a little maybe closeout message or anything else that you would like to say to Chaos? Hey, drug addictions are tough. I haven't had like a necessarily like a too major of a drug addiction, but still addictions are hard to quit. You are doing a good job, though. I hope you. I'm proud of you for. You said you were clean 17 years ago, or you went to rehab. Then you got back into it, but still, that's not. It's not always the person. Sometimes it is the circumstances that we get into, and I'm thinking maybe, like, again, this situation is making it so much more tougher on you, especially with a drug addiction. It's like, maybe your miss is just gonna have to take responsibility for her actions in this situation, where, like, it really may feel like she's pushing you deeper and deeper into, again, the negative energies, rather than being somebody who can help you through this. And maybe, like, she's gonna have to come to a point where she's gonna be forced to take responsibility for her actions. Because this situation doesn't sound fair at all. Because it doesn't sound fair at all. And I think maybe you are craving, again, I have like a pit in my stomach. It's like maybe you feel bad for wanting for them to do better, wanting for them to, like, treat you better, or, like, show up for you how you show up for them. And I'm going to tell you, there's nothing wrong with that. Respectful connections are what everybody craves, and you're just stuck in a connection that is refusing to show up for you the way that you show up for them. And there's nothing wrong with you kind of wishing that things were better, or that they acted towards you better. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. I did just see the tower. The tower popped itself out again. It was the tower and the Three of Wands. again, I almost like feel like it's better to face this now and bring this up now rather than you stay in the connection until like it blows up in your face. And then it might be even tougher on you in that situation because tower you can't control and it'll come out of nowhere. It's almost like when you're not expecting it, or when it's like the worst time in your life that you think that you can't handle anymore. That's usually when the tower kind of like shows its face. Because again, I feel like you're festering in these feelings. You're festering in like obviously the situation is not, it's just not a good one. Let's see what the cards say. Maybe we'll be able to leave you off on a brighter note here. Sorry, so what would you like to tell Chaos? Please and thank you. Too many cards. I'm going to put them back in. We have the Two of Swords coming out in the Hermit. On the bottom, the Five of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Let's see what we're gonna say here. I'm gonna read you the Two of Swords actually, for your situation. And then I actually might read you the Hermit. Maybe both of them will just resonate with you. The Two of Swords says, the Two of Swords is often related to balance and relationships. You're having a hard time maintaining partnerships and you're getting caught in the middle of arguments. See this as a caution. Like a person in the card, like the person in the card, you may be choosing to keep the blindfold on. Avoiding issues won't make them go away. And then the Hermit says, don't ignore your inner voice. To hear yourself, you may need to unplug and step away from the chaos. Be sure to take time to be alone and do some soul searching. Your answers are within. So maybe the cards are telling you to kind of like step away from this connection, or maybe like visit family. Like you said, you wanted to visit your mother. Maybe take some time to yourself. And like maybe stepping away will make your partner see just how much they rely on you. Where to the point where maybe like they'll decide that, hey, like if I don't start treating this person the way that they should be treated, then I don't like, maybe it'll get them to actually create changes so that they don't lose you. Maybe it'll inspire them to treat you better or become a better human. Because again, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Cups down here, you have a lot of love to give. Like, you're not done being in this world. You're not done creating in this world. You're not done giving of yourself. Like, you still have very much a lot of things that you do want to create. Like, there's things that you want to work on, maybe goals that you have that you've never been able to reach, but you still would like to. And I almost like feel like you believe in yourself, because obviously you've been through tough situations and you know that you've gotten through them. Like, you've worked through a lot of tough obstacles. Like, your life has obviously not been easy, but you have gotten through it. And now plus you have like this weight on your shoulders that you're carrying, but you're still unwilling to give up. Like, you're still making your way through it. So I very much do think that you believe in yourself again, and you haven't given up on life. So I think the cards are saying maybe it would be either like, again, do the couples counseling and or step away and really like let your miss kind of like simmer in their actions, or simmer in how they kind of treated you, or how much they need you in a way, like how much they rely on you, just how much you do for them. And obviously, like, we can't blame people for the things that they're going on, what things that they're going through within their mental world. But it's like, again, like, it comes to a point where it's like you can't just keep accepting disrespect and getting stepped all over, because you're gonna come to a point where you break. You're gonna come to a point where you can't take no more, and you will break. It's like there's only so much somebody can take in the world. So I'm going to say, think about yourself in this situation, because if you break, then you're going to be broken, and your partner is going to be left without anybody to help her. So it'll be 3 people stuck in this situation without just like you stepping away, working on yourself, and then having like, obviously that's sad, but it's like it's not, it didn't have to get to this point. Your miss really, it's like their actions are pushing you to this, basically. Like, if they would have just taken the time to actually respect you as an individual and support you as an individual, but really they just added on negativity on negativity on negativity. And I do feel like you have chaos. You have a feeling that there needs to be change. Like, I think you already know this. You know that something needs to change, or else, like, again, you're walking straight into breaking. Like, if you, I don't, like, you really do know. Like, you know for yourself that something needs to change. And the least you could do is just like spending some time to yourself. But again, like, it's like, again, you do feel bad for just leaving them be, but it's like, again, there comes a point where they have your miss has to realize just how much their actions affect you in the situation. You can't just let them keep disrespecting you. And again, like, I really feel like they've had a negative effect on you, where, like, with the time that you got clean, like, you were probably filled with a lot more positive energy than you are now. Because of, again, with the point that, like, everything that they've put on upon your shoulders. And it would be fine if, like, they showed you love, they showed you respect, and you were like taking care of them, that would be a totally different story. But it's like you're taking care of them on top of being disrespected by them. And the Hermit, I do want to say it's like somebody that does know what to do. Like, you know the choices that you need to make here. Like, you know, again, you know that there has to be a change, and you know, like, I want to say you almost like know the answers. You know what to do. But it's like, maybe it's like that heart-wrenching, like, feeling of like, maybe like you feel like you're doing something wrong by choosing your happiness. Because again, like, your miss has a choice to choose her happiness too. But she just decides to rely on somebody else for everything. Not like I'm saying, like, obviously mental health exists. I'm not sure what your miss is going through. Let me see what you're saying. We're reading for Chaos right now. They're going through a lot in their life right now. I wish you all the support, Chaos. I really do hope that you get through this. Let's see. But let's see. Chaos said, I'm trying to quit using. I don't use to get, high anymore. I use to get through my day and do what I feel is the right thing for my partner and my elderly mother, and for her elderly mother. I have applied for detox again. Hey, good job, Chaos. I'm proud of you, honestly. And I know you've already gone through it once, and you're already not using it for the high, so you're definitely gonna get through it this time. Most definitely. Well, let's see. Chaos said it's a heroin addiction, and I have support from a local service that will provide the detox. I'm excited for you, honestly. Chaos said, I do my best, and they know that. I can't be mad at them for wanting me to get clean. And then Chaos said, I just can't see how I can handle life without the drug when I've got all this responsibility behind me. It's a lot to do every single day. My day begins at 7 a.m. and does not end until 10 p.m. Chaos said, it's exhausting, and having the drug twice a day helps me get through. I know it's bad of me, but I just can't cope without it. Hey, nobody's blaming you in here, honestly. And with this reading, whoa, this is tough, Chaos. Honestly, you're a brave one for getting through this and starting your detox, honestly. But Chaos said, thank you. I appreciate the long reading and appreciate all your comments. Please do someone else's reading. I do not want to take time away from everyone else. Thanks again. This is going to be the last reading we do for today, Chaos. So I didn't mind that it was a longer one. Chaos said, I get the disrespect. I am a druggie in their minds. They obviously just want the best for me, and I want that too. I just can't see myself doing what I do without that crutch. Hey, no, honestly, we're not blaming you in here, Chaos. This reading was tough. Honestly, like, because again, it makes a world of a difference having people that support you around you and having people that just blatantly just don't. Like, it's a world of a difference. It could really drain somebody's energy completely dry. And I know for a fact, I live in an environment where I'm not supported, even though I don't communicate with anybody in the environment, but by just living in that environment, it's already draining enough. So I can't even imagine having people down your necks or like actually having access to you. Like, it's tough. It honestly is tough. So nobody's blaming you in here, honestly. I'm just rooting on for you. Hopefully you can figure this out. I'm rooting on for your detox again, and hopefully maybe you find a new job, and hopefully your partner can either realize their mistakes here, and or maybe you can step away for a little bit and, like, I don't know, you deserve a lot better, Chaos. I'm just gonna tell you that. You deserve a lot better. You definitely do not deserve how your miss has been treating you, or the way that they approach the situation. It's almost like I really feel like they're telling themselves that they won't show you love until you meet their expectations, which is absolutely cruel. It's absolutely cruel. Like, because if you were getting love, if you were being shown love, that would make your life so much easier. Like, it would just, like, you would feel like you have the support to then be able to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. But having, like, the judgment, like, having somebody not support you, especially, like, the person closest to you, I can't even imagine. I would honestly, I don't know how I would get through that, honestly. I wouldn't. Honestly, that would be rough. So I'm rooting on for you, Chaos. You got this. Especially, like, for your detox, for this situation. Hopefully this situation gets better, or maybe you'll find the fact that you're worth love. Like, you don't, again, like, if somebody refuses to respect you or accept you as the individual that you are, the unique individual, then it's like, honestly, you do deserve better. It's like, really, if they're just reaping the benefits from your efforts, from your work, it's like, enough is enough. Like, there will come a point where there is a breaking point. So it's like, either they're gonna choose to change and find you important enough to change for, and or they're gonna lose you. It's either there or there. But having to deal with this for the rest of your life, I just don't know. That could really, again, ruin somebody, honestly. Having somebody like this around can just ruin somebody, honestly. It would ruin me, that's for sure. I would not be able to deal with that. I would go insane, honestly. I would be having mental breakdowns day in and day out. Alrighty, Chaos, we're rooting on for you. Thank you for letting me pry into your little personal bubble. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Chaos, you said thank you so much. I have made me feel so much better. I'm in the UK, by the way. Much love. Well, welcome in, UK. We're happy to have you in here. And thank you, everybody, for supporting Chaos in here, too. They're going through a tough situation right now, honestly. And they're doing their best. We're proud of you, Chaos, honestly. We are proud of you. You're putting in so much effort, so much work. And on top of that, not even being appreciated for it. Whoa. That's tough. Honestly, we are very proud of you in here. Alrighty, everybody. Whoa, we had a 2-hour and 30-minute live today. Holy, that was a long one. We will be getting out of here now. Hello, Misunderstood. Veronica said, can you add me to your list? Oh, of course. I would more than happily add you. Let's see. Veronica. Madeira, I think. You're on my list. There you go. Let's see. JC, hello, welcome in. We're gonna be leaving right now, everybody. Alex, hello, welcome in. Okay, I think that's all. I'm gonna scroll up. Ben, Meg, Og. You did ask for one earlier, and then I asked if you were here, and then you were not here anymore. But that's it for today. I have to now go make money. I have to pay my bills. Yeah, that's right. But that's okay, everybody. That's it for today. Violet said, are you streaming tomorrow at the same time? Yep. Monday through Friday. Well, that's what our schedule was, but if I'm gonna get a new job, then schedule might shift a little bit. I might do evening streams rather than early day streams, so we'll have to see. But for now, yeah, I'll be live at the same time tomorrow. So hopefully we can get you in tomorrow, Veronica. Alrighty, everybody. I'll be heading out for the day. Liam said, go make that bread. Yeah, but the tasty.